Get ready for 45 thrilling history questions, divided into 3 intense rounds. Easy, hard, and super hard. Think you can conquer them all? Let's find out! Welcome back to Quiz World HQ, and let's begin round 1. Who is the first Roman emperor? Excellent! Augustus Caesar, originally named Octavian, became the first Roman emperor. Which of these is the Eiffel Tower? Amazing! The Eiffel Tower is a wrought iron lattice tower on the Champ de Mars in Paris, a global cultural icon of France. Guess the historical event. Correct! The atomic bombing of Hiroshima in 1945 was a devastating event that hastened the end of World War II. Which dynasty ruled China during the time of Confucius? Amazing! The Zhou dynasty, the longest-lasting dynasty in Chinese history, was in power during Confucius's lifetime. Who was the Queen of France during the French Revolution? That's right! Marie Antoinette, the wife of Louis XVI, was the Queen of France during the tumultuous French Revolution. Which of these structures is the Great Wall of China? Terrific! The Great Wall of China is a series of fortifications built over centuries to protect China's northern borders. Guess the ancient civilization. Terrific! Ancient Egypt was a powerful civilization known for its pharaohs, pyramids, and advancements in mathematics and medicine. Which of these is a Viking longship? Superb! Viking longships were used for raiding and exploration, known for their shallow draft and maneuverability. In what century did the Viking Age primarily take place? Superb! The Viking Age, known for Scandinavian seafarers raiding and trading, spanned roughly from the late 8th to the early 11th century. Guess the historical figure. That's right! Napoleon Bonaparte was a French military leader and emperor who conquered much of Europe in the early 19th century. What famous battle involved the clash of knights at Hastings? Correct! The Battle of Hastings in 1066 was a pivotal event in English history, marking the Norman conquest. Which of these figures is Mahatma Gandhi? Excellent! Mahatma Gandhi, also known as Bapu, was a leader of the Indian independence movement. Wow! You crushed round 1, but round 2 is a whole different beast. Are you ready? Which famous battle did Joan of Arc play a significant role in? Amazing! Joan of Arc led French forces in the Battle of Orleans. Guess the historical period. Well done! The Middle Ages followed the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Which of these is a depiction of the signing of the Magna Carta? That's correct. The Magna Carta limited the power of King John. What was the name of the trade route that connected East and West? That's right. The Silk Road connected Asia and Europe. Which of these is a portrait of Queen Elizabeth I? Superb! Elizabeth I was the Queen of England and Ireland. Guess the historical document. Amazing! The Declaration of Independence declared the 13 colonies free. Which civilization built Machu Picchu? Superb! Machu Picchu was built by the Inca civilization. Which of these is a picture of the Terracotta Army? Correct! The Terracotta Army depicts the armies of Qin Shi Huang. Who is the leader of the Mongol Empire at its greatest extent? Great! Genghis Khan united the Mongol tribes and began a campaign of conquest. What period followed the Middle Ages in Europe? Fantastic! The Renaissance, a period of renewed interest in classical art and literature, followed the Middle Ages in Europe. Which of these is a representation of the ancient city of Petra? Excellent! Petra, also known as the Rose City, is a historical and archaeological city in southern Jordan, famous for its rock-cut architecture. What was the name of the ancient Greek city-state known for its military prowess? Splendid! Sparta was a highly militaristic society in ancient Greece, renowned for its disciplined warriors. Guess the historical figure. Fantastic! Adolf Hitler was the leader of Nazi Germany. Which Egyptian pharaoh is famous for his golden burial mask? Wonderful! Tutankhamun became famous after his tomb was discovered in 1922. Which explorer sailed around the Cape of Good Hope to India? Well done! Vasco da Gama opened a sea route to India. What year did the American Declaration of Independence get signed? Correct! The Declaration of Independence was adopted on July 4, 1776. Which of these is a portrait of Abraham Lincoln? Superb! Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States, who led the country through the American Civil War and played a key role in the abolition of slavery. All right, you even conquered round 2. But can you survive the super hard round? Which treaty ended World War I? Superb! The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, officially ended World War I. Which of these is an image of the Moai statues of Easter Island? Well done! The Moai are statues on Easter Island. Which battle is considered a turning point in the Battle of Stalingrad during World War II? Correct. Operation Uranus was the Soviet counteroffensive that encircled and trapped the German Sixth Army, marking a turning point in the Battle of Stalingrad. What was the name of the period of intense artistic and cultural flourishing in Florence, Italy? Great job! The Italian Renaissance, starting in Florence, was a period of great artistic and intellectual revival in Europe. Guess the ancient city. Superb! Pompeii was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. What was the name of the political and social system in medieval Europe? Correct. Feudalism was a hierarchical system in medieval Europe based on land ownership and obligations between lords and vassals. Which of these is a representation of the Battle of Thermopylae? Fantastic! The Battle of Thermopylae was fought between the Spartans and the Persian Empire, famously showcasing the bravery of the 300 Spartans. Which ancient civilization developed the concept of zero? Amazing! Aryabhat, a great astronomer of the classic age of India, was the one who invented the digit zero. Guess the historical event. Correct! The Pilgrim's Voyage led to the establishment of Plymouth Colony. In what year did the Protestant Reformation begin? Well done! The Protestant Reformation is generally considered to have begun in 1517 with Martin Luther's posting of the 95 Theses. Which event is considered the start of the French Revolution? That's right! The storming of the Bastille started the French Revolution. Which of these is a picture of the Ishtar Gate? Amazing! The Ishtar Gate was a gate to the city of Babylon. What was the name of the dynasty that ruled Russia for over 300 years? Fantastic! The Romanov dynasty ruled Russia from 1613 to 1917, a period marked by significant expansion and change. Which ancient civilization is credited with inventing the concept of democracy? Splendid! Ancient Athens is considered the birthplace of democracy, a system of government where citizens participate in decision-making. Which of these is an image of the Bayeux Tapestry? That's correct! The Bayeux Tapestry depicts the Norman conquest. Which historical figure is associated with the concept of divine right of kings? Excellent! Louis XIV of France, known as the Sun King, famously embodied the concept of the divine right of kings, believing his authority came directly from God. And that's the end of the quiz. Check your score and claim your trophy: copper, silver, or gold. Let me know in the comments which one you got. If you enjoyed this challenge, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome quizzes. See you in the next one.